I believe some of the hurdles that small businesses have, first was because of COVID, we have, people willing to work. That was a big one. Tax rates being set really high. I mean, there's a bunch of different things. There's the whole pressure of, the non-growth, not wanting businesses here. I mean, there's a list, but as a council person, I can tell you what I try to do for that. As a small business owner, I'm always concerned about how much we are taxing people or how much we're charging for stuff. And I work with over and over with our utilities and, our government within to make rates as low as we can all the time as a mindset. Don't just say it, but, find ways to do it as opposed to, lip service. But, I mean, there's many different things that we are looking at and that I'm a huge supporter of, especially incentivizing, and helping small businesses get off the ground. I think that's really important, especially if they're homegrown businesses. I think that's really important. I mean, you have your chains and stuff like that, and that's great. But, if you can have somebody that's making their own from the beginning, like Lolita's, I mean, she started from nothing, and she's just been very successful, a very strong woman in small business, But so people like that need to be prioritized and family, I'm a big believer in removing red tape. I think there's so many times people want to do things and they get this, list of things they can't do as opposed to what they can do. And so another thing I work strongly for is to make sure, unnecessary red tape is removed so that they do have the opportunity, and just trying to find ways to incentivize, and find ways that they need help kicking off. Like I said, it's red tape is usually the biggest thing in cost associated with that. So I push for that like I do housing. I pushed for and succeeded about people being able to work on their own homes without paying for permits, stuff like that. And I think it's real important. So I look for those opportunities for businesses as well. Well, all the housing that basically has come to San Marcos, I've had a hand in actually, from Kissing Tree to, all of them, Trace, Blanco Vista. So I'm obviously aware of the housing issue, but the real problem is affordability. And there's no such thing in Central Texas here of affordable housing any longer. It's just not here. Affordable housing for people, unfortunately, now are apartments. That's where it's at. And the problem with that is I don't think that building a whole bunch more neighborhoods is the answer to it, because you have to support those with fire and police, and there goes your taxes up. So one of the things that I think we really need to do is density and go upward. So, I'd love to have a condo downtown. I walk everywhere when I get older, and I think we need to start looking along that lines to make, a real impact for the community. But there is no more affordable housing. That ship has sailed. Now it's, can we afford to keep people in your home? Are we getting them out, taxing them out of their home? Are we trying to, find ways to lower that tax rate? And those are things I'm always working on. And this year, even though we had to raise the taxes, we say we didn't raise them, but technically I think we raised them because the valuations, it's a little game they play. But anyway, I think that this next year with the new rulings with the state and stuff like that are going to really help people more so than we have before. And then next year, which we had previous year when we come to housing, we've put more homestead exemptions on, but I'm put even more this next year. And I already warned staff. It's like, okay, I'll let you have this one, but next year it's not going to be that way. And we're going to find ways to not, and we're going to lower the tax rate. And I've done that a couple of times when I was on council before. They don't like it, but it's just getting to where people can't afford to live here, and that's my biggest concern. You need to be able to live, work, and play here. I mean, it was that whole idea, When I got on the council in 2010, that wasn't availability. You had to go to San Antonio or Austin to have any services. And I said, we're going to change that. So it's been constant growth since then. We had a good team put together. I've been here a long time. I'm definitely part of the community. My kids go to school here, went to school here. I have a 27-year-old that I was a single dad, and I have a 7-year-old going through the system again. So I'm enjoying it even more. I am a small business owner, love to be independent, have a problem with authority, But no, you kind of already know me by now. I tend to be conservative by nature, just family man, community Christian, So that's who I am.